Okay, what are we thinking of the video quality? Because I finally bought a camera. I don't know how the audio is, cause it could be shit, but I guess we have to find that out when I'm editing this. Well, the group has been formed. I was postponing making this video so badly, cause I honestly have no words for it. And I was kind of scared of the reactions of you guys. Either way, I'm gonna get hate for what I'm gonna say. Okay, now I'm being a bit too pessimistic. Is that even a word? Negative? But... yeah. Until I figured out a new intro. Hi guys! My name is Lois and welcome to a new video. Ugh, I'm so vocally competent, guys. Lololuutje. Not only has the group been formed, but we also got to hear the name for the first time. Close Your Eyes. Which I find so freaking fitting, because that's probably what everyone did while voting. I am just imagining how they came up with the name. So, what are we gonna name them? Ooh, who's them? Okay, but you better close your eyes when looking. That's it. What is? The name. Don't you think we have to think about this just a little longer? No, I don't want to. Let's just get this over with as fast as possible. Please. Yeah, fair. Close your eyes it is. This was, of course, if the name came after the group was formed, which it probably wasn't, but call it fate. This episode is literally gonna cost me years of my life. Not only because of all the feelings I've experienced while watching this, but mainly because of how freaking long this was. I get why they put all the fillers in this, because otherwise it would have been too depressing if there wasn't any. And it was nice seeing all the contestants sorta happy, but still. I know they probably wanted the show to end before 2025 started, but this could have easily been a two-parter. Also, I am filming this in 2025 and I'm sorry it took me this long. Still, I'm filming it now, sorry. We also got to see everyone perform for the last time on this program. But I won't be reacting to that in this video because otherwise this video will be very long as well. And that will be a bit embarrassing after shit-talking all the feelings so much. But if you do still want me to make a video about that, let me know and I will look for a gap in my life, in my calendar, to make that for you. They were really nice to watch, but... Aw, the judges... well... the trainers? Cause what did they actually judge? But also, they probably trained the trainees a lot behind the scenes, but we did not see a lot of it except for like the evaluation. So I don't know if I would call them trainers as well. What are they called? Famous people that were there. They all wrote letters to the individual trainees, which was so freaking cute, but also so freaking sad. Them crying while reading it and just reading it in general and having feelings. It made me feel things. I wanted to shut my feelings down, but no. Then Project 7 hit me again. Okay, enough stalling. Let's get into the lineup. The first one to be called out was rank number 6, Young Yojun. I personally think he's really talented and I really love him. So I'm so freaking glad that he got to debut. But when looking really honestly, most of his popularity was probably because of his former participation in Boys Planet. So I don't know if he would have ranked this high without that. But still, really glad that he did and he was able to debut. He's a good rapper, an amazing performer, amazing dancer and a pretty okay singer, which we need. Rank number 5, Song Seung-ho. Yeah, still don't really get how he got so many people to vote for him, but he did, and I am really happy for him, because from what I've seen, which honestly isn't a lot, because where was his screen time? How was he so popular with so little screen time? From what I've seen, he seems like a really nice and likable person. He's also a pretty good rapper and performer, so I'm fine with it. I'm fine. Quenchana! Quenchana! Ding 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 ding! Rank number 4, So Kyung-bae. I honestly expected him to rank higher, especially after last ranking, but yeah, it does feel like people voted for him out of, well, not out of sympathy, but more so because they were really impressed by how far he came and that he was fully self-trained. Which, don't get me wrong, is really impressive. But I felt like the attention around it was a bit too exaggerated. But did anyone ever doubt his debut? I didn't. He is extremely charming, which makes him really popular and truly have that idol image. He was called Maknae of the group since episode 1, for a reason, so what did we expect? Also, he's really talented, and yes, it is impressive that he's fully self-taught. Once again, I'm not mad. Rank number 3, John Minuk. Shock. Pure shock. That's what I felt hearing he got 3rd. He has been my number 1 since, not since episode 1, but since episode 2 or 3 maybe, and that never changed. He deserved to debut so badly, cause he is so freaking talented. He's what you call an all-rounder. Not an ace. People often think being an ace and an all-rounder is the same thing, which it isn't. But he is an all-rounder, so I have almost no complaints about his debut. Except for one. No, Bae 173 is now separated. My heart ached so much when I realized that he would be leaving his members and debuting without them. Bae 173, I will be continuing supporting you because I have fallen in love with some of your members. And I'm curious about the rest. If these members are already this talented, then yeah. Rank number 2, Sakurada Kenshin. Wow. He isn't first? Unfortunately, he didn't really get the chance to prove himself to me in this episode, so hopefully during the debut he will. But he's so cute, and he truly has that charisma and idol image, so I'm fine with it. I love him. Ranking first, Ma Jingxiang. He did it. I feel like a proud mom right now. Yes, I know he's older, but please let me have this moment. Okay? Let me have this moment. I was so scared for him when he wasn't called yet, but alas. Same goes for him as Yeojun, that his popularity, at least from the beginning of the season, was probably because of his former participation in Boys Planet. I know I didn't have him in my last top 7, but I'm actually really happy with his debut, cause he truly deserved it. Everyone, of course, but he worked so freaking hard for this. Again, everyone, of course, but you get what I mean, right? You get it, right? Please say you get it. Last one to be called, rank number 7, Kim Sung-min. He freaking did it. He got enough hate already, so I'm not gonna say anything negative anymore. I really hope he'll only get love from now on and that his fans will continue supporting him. And otherwise, I will. I love him and I wish him the absolute best with his debut. Guys, please. Not actually talking about you guys, cause I trust at least most of you aren't the culprit of this. Please do not hate him for debuting. This was not in his hands. If you really want to hate someone, hate his voters. By the way, people thought I hated Sungmin, which is so not the case. Look, I didn't think him ready to debut yet, but that is not the same as hating him. I didn't think Yubin from Zero Base 1 was ready yet either. Oh boy, was I wrong. So, hopefully this time as well. And then he became my bias. So, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if Sungmin would manage to do that as well. And I love him, okay? I love him. Looking at the name, which is not a good one by the way, I like it, but good, yeah, no. It's a normal sentence, so it will be quite hard to look it up and everything. They'll probably use the acronym CYE, but couldn't they just have called them that? The fandom name as well, cause it is so stupid. Open your eyes? Come on, couldn't you have thought of anything just a bit more creative? I do like it, honestly. But looking at the name of the group, I can kind of predict what kind of concept they will get. That was actually something that concerned me the most about this group, because this group just feels so freaking random. All the individual trainees, I'm fine with them debuting, but together it just feels off. Like everyone has a different kind of vibe that fits them the best. Kenshin and Sungmin really fit the more cutesy vibe, while Yeojun, Ma Jingxiang and Minuk fit the more dark and sexy kind of concept. Kyungbae and Seungho could go both ways, but I'd say a kind of boy next door kind of vibe would be perfect for them. But looking at the name, close your eyes. Don't do that, because if you do, you can't look at the name anymore. I'm gonna make these jokes every time I hear this name, okay? And don't blame me for it. It's a stupid name. It seems like it'll be kind of like a same kind of concept as Merry-Go-Round or Kool-Aid, which I did kind of already expect when looking at the songs the show introduced and produced. I really enjoy fun, cutesy performances, concepts. I just don't know if that concept is the right fit for this group. But of course, you never know. This group is just really random in general, in my opinion. Take the ages, for example. Minuk is the oldest, and there is a really big age gap between him and the maknae of the group, Seokhyung-bae. That isn't that big of a deal. More groups have a big age gap, but Minuk also has a pretty big age gap between him and the second oldest, Ma Jing-shang, which is a 5-year age gap. Minuk just feels really out of place in this group, in a group that mainly consists of pretty young guys. What I also find pretty unfortunate, but that's bound to happen on these kinds of survival shows, but it is that none of them are actually really close to one another. Everyone had someone on this show, but none of them debuted together. Ma Jing-shang had Hajun, Kenshin had Andy, Minuk, of course, Bae173, Seung-ho had Seyoon and Kyung-bae, so I guess they debuted together, and Sungmin had... I actually don't know who he was really close to. He got along with everyone, but none I could remember, like, really, you know? I'll be his close buddy if he ever wants one. He probably won't want me, but... For the talent, they are good, okay? They are good, just not that good. But they are good. It's just most of them are really good in rapping, dancing, performing. Only a few of them have shown vocal potential. There has been this question, who is gonna sing in this group? People are thinking that it will Minuk. Of course he will sing too because he has a great voice, but I don't think they'll put him as the main vocal. If they are even gonna put official positions in this group, he would be called leader or Ma Jing-shang leader and main rapper. Who I think the main vocalist will be is Kyung-bae. Mostly because he has shown vocal potential and he is still young, so he has a lot of time and range to develop his vocals more. I hate comparing groups, but I gotta compare this group to Zero Base One. We got to accept the fact that this group just won't be as vocally competent as Zero Base One. We got really lucky with the Zero Base One. This group, they will have vocals, they just won't be very impressive. They will be fine. I think we'll mainly get like a rapper and talk singing kind of concept, which they are good at, so that's just the kind of group we're gonna get. Please do not comment on my red hands. It's cold outside, okay? It's cold. It's cold. And for the people defending their vocals, please, I am not hating on their vocals. I am just saying that there are better vocalists from this show that haven't debuted. These guys, they have okay vocals, but they aren't like amazing vocals. And yes, I have seen the performances. Yes, I've seen their time after time performance, but did they sing live? That's the question, because I don't think so. I think they rapped live, but I don't think they sang live. The same goes for all the performances in the show. They are heavily auto-tuned and edited. Those performances don't showcase their vocals, okay? So don't use that as an example. You can use their auditions, which you can see that most of them are able to sing. But don't use the performances as an example, because they are heavily edited and that's not a good example. That's not a truthful example, okay? Thank you. But I'm not hating on their vocals, okay? Please, do not attack me. They're just not gonna be a vocal group, okay? We got to accept that fact. Again, so freaking sorry for filming this video so late. I just had to gather some facts and some thoughts about this group. Let me know what you think of this group, and if you agree with my opinion. I tried to keep it as neutral as possible, but I have my opinions as well, so respect that please, respect that please. And I of course will respect your opinions. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, I know this show has ended, but I'm currently reacting to Universe League, which is also a survival show. I have kind of found my niche with these kind of shows and this kind of content, so expect more of this kind of reaction videos and stuff like that. And if you have any other video ideas, feel free of course to write them in the comments. If you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so you never miss one. And for now, I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you for all the support. We are closing the Project 7 chapter and this video is closed. Bye bye!